So hey everyone, welcome back again. So in this video I am going to discuss with you in a details what are the essential of the Hindu marriage, what are the conditions of the valid Hindu marriage, that kind of the questions asked by the university. So if you are a student, this video also helpful for you, and if you are a Hindu, you want to marry with someone, then that is also helpful for you, because you need to know what are the conditions of the Hindu marriage, and if you don't follow this kind of condition, your marriage would be void and voidable. So watch this video till the end. So let's jump into the topic. Before I dive into the video, if you don't subscribe, if you are not subscribing my channel yet, I'm requesting you subscribe my channel, press the notification bell and hit the like button, and share this video with your friends and family members too. So let's begin. So the section 5 of the Hindu Marriage Act talk about conditions of the Hindu marriage. So what are the conditions? So first I'm explaining you what are the conditions, very easy explanations. So first, the marriage solemnized between the two Hindus. Okay. So for example, A is a Hindu, B is also Hindu. So marriage must be solemnized between the two Hindu. So that is the first conditions. Okay. And second conditions, neither party has a spouse living at the time of the marriage. For example, A is a man and B is a woman. Okay. So if A want to marriage with someone, then A does not have any kind of wife living. Okay. That means if A have a wife who is alive, as per these circumstances, A is not eligible for the second marriage. And the same conditions also apply from the B side also. So I hope you understand. Okay. And the another is incapable of giving a valid consent to in the consequences of unsound mind of persons. For example, if A want to marriage B, okay, in these circumstances, A is a sound mind person and B is an unsound mind person. So A is eligible to give his valid consent, but B is not, because B is unsound mind, because B is a mental, B is physically ill. So as per these circumstances, B is not eligible for the valid marriage. Okay. And the another condition is, though the capable of valid consent has been suffering for the mental disorder of such an extensions as unfit for marriage and the procreations of child. Again, if A and B want to marriage between us, okay, A and B want to marriage, okay, but A is an unsound mind person, A suffer from serious mental illness, and A is a woman and he is not eligible for procreations of child. So due to this, A is not eligible for the marriage as per the sections 5 of the Hindu Marriage Act, because that is the conditions of the Hindu marriage. And the another is has been subject to recurrent attack of the intensity. That is also another provisions, and I hope these provisions you understand. After that, the main provisions is the bridegroom has completed the age of 21 years and the bride the age of 18 years. So in these situations, A is a man, A must be attained age of 21 year. Okay. And B is a woman, she must be attained age of 18 year. So that is the another conditions. And the parties are not within the prohibited degree relationship unless the custom or uses governing to each other to permit between the marriage or two. So what does it mean? So the person cannot marry as per the prohibited degree, which is prohibited in our Hindu Marriage Act. So what are the prohibited degree? What are the prohibited condition? Prohibited relationship. For example, a person cannot marry their second cousin for their mother sides and their fourth cousin for the father side. That means the person cannot marry from mother third generation, and the persons cannot marry from father side fifth generations. So if any persons following in these conditions, that marriage would be voidable and void. So remember those things also. And the persons who are going to marry, they do not subminder to each other. So what does it mean by subminder relationship? Because the subminder relationship prohibited in our Hindu Marriage Act. So what are the subminders? The parties cannot be subminder to each other unless the custom or uses permit to subminder are the people who are particular body and the same ancestor. What does it mean? That means a person who is related to another person through a common ancestor. For example, from mother side 3 generations, as I said earlier, that is a sapinda. From mother side 3 generations, and from father side fifth generation. They cannot marriage between the two. Okay. And the another is the ceremonies. The persons who are going to marry, they must fulfill the ceremonies as per the section 7 of the Hindu Marriage Act. If they are not willing to attend the ceremony, if they are not conducting the ceremony during the marriage, that marriage also would be a void and voidable. So the section 7 of the Hindu Marriage Act deal with the ceremony. So what are the ceremony? As per the Hindu rituals, as per the Hindu rites, which is said our Ved. So what are the conditions? The persons who are going to marriage, the garlanding to each other, that is also available, and they have to take in a 7 step nearest by sacred fire. Okay. So that is also ceremony. They must be conduct this ceremony. Ceremony doesn't mean, the Supreme Court one judgment said, ceremony doesn't mean distribute sugar and sweets. Okay. So the persons who are going to marriage any persons, they must attend the ceremony as per our rituals, as per our rites. After that marriage would be a void. And the another point is the monogamy. So what does it mean by monogamy? Monogamy means the marriage must be monogamous. A second marriage is only legal, or first marriage has ended through the death of the divorce. Monogamy, if A have a wife, but due to some reasons a divorce from her wife and his wife has died, then A is eligible to marriage again. So that is also known as a monogamy. So these are the conditions, these are the essential of the Hindu marriage. I hope you understand. The man who want to marriage with any person, any girl who is a Hindu, he must attain age of 21 years, and the girl who want to marry any person, he must be at an age of 18 years, and they must be give their consent, which must be a free consent. If anyone take his consent forcefully, then that is also invalid, and they do not surrender to each other, because that is a prohibited, and the prohibited degree also available, which our rite doesn't permit to do so. For example, as per the Hindu law, they cannot marry their cousin, they cannot marry their cousin brother. So that from the mother generation 3 side and the father generation for 5th side. So I hope you will understand this concept, and if you want to make a note, you can do this, but I'm suggesting you do not make a note. You just need to clear the concept, then it will be very easy for you. So now that is all for today. I am again come back with another video. So now Jai Hind, Bande Mataram.